Are you a millionaire?
Now? No.
Do you want to be?
I hope if it could be naturally if I can be.
Believe what you're doing, love it, whether people like it, don't like it, be simple. And like the word, life is like a box of chocolate. You never know what you can get, right?
Don't worry. Any mistake is an income, is a wonderful revenue for you.
For 3 years I tried to fill in the universities. So I applied jobs for 30 times, got rejected. I went for a police, they said, no, you're not good. I went to even the KFC. 24 people went for the job. 23 people accepted. I was the only one guy. And we went for police. 5 people, 4 of them accepted. I was the only guy that I received it. I applied for Harvard for 10 times, rejected. I graduated from Hangzhou Teachers College. And most of my colleagues at 18 Founders, they were my students, my friends. None of them are very successful. Among the 18 people, there are only 3 people who know something about computer. The rest of 15 people know nothing about computer, nothing about the internet. We had no money. 18 people gathered $50,000. And we had no relationship. None of us from rich family or powerful family with a government office background. We don't have great talents. But I told the team that, guys, if we can be successful, 80% of the young people in the world can be successful. We don't have a rich father, powerful uncle. We don't have $1 from bank, 1 cent from government. Just work as a team. Hundreds of years ago, people say, I would rather put money under my pillow rather than put in the banks. But today banks, they're special. They know how to protect money much better than you do. Privacy issues, all these kind of securities, today we may not have the solutions. We don't have the answer. But I believe our young people have the solutions. In the next 10, 20 years, there will be breakthrough on that, and I'm fully confident on that. I worry about it today. Young people, a lot of young people lose hope, lose vision, and start to complain. Because we also have the same period. Because when it's not a good feeling being rejected by so many people. We also depressed, but at least later we find that the world has a lot of opportunity. How you see the world, how you catch the opportunity. We have over 100 million buyers visiting our site, shopping our site every day. And we grow from 18 people to 30,000 people, 18 people in my apartment, to now we have 4 big campers. Compared to 15 years ago, we were big. But compared to 15 years later, we're still a baby. And I hope 15 years later, people forget about e-commerce because they think it's like electricity. Nobody thinks it's a high tech today. Now, this is something that I don't want 15 years later. We still walk on the street talking about why and how e-commerce can help people. Because we started about doing business on the internet. I don't know you, you don't know me. So how can you do things online unless you have trust? So for e-commerce, the most important thing was trust. And I know that without the trust system, the credit system, it's impossible to do business. So in the past 14 years, everything we do is trying to build up the trust system. 1999, year 2000, and even at the Yahoo time, a lot of people say this Jack is crazy. He's doing something that we don't understand. A lot of venture capitalists give you money because there is such a American model already there. But they say Alibaba, we don't see this kind of model, right?
They say Jack's crazy.
Yeah, this is crazy guy. I mean, I remember my first time in Time magazine, they called me Crazy Jack. I thought when I was young, I said, everything's possible. Now I know not everything's possible. When you have something, you have to think about, you have to consider about the others. You have to consider about the customer, society, your employees, your shareholders, There's so many things that I think if you continue to work hard, there's possibility. For the first 3 years, we made zero revenue. But we are so excited to continue to work. Now we have more than 10 million small business power sellers selling our site to everywhere. Over 300 million consumers buy things from our site. Cheapest, efficient. Today, internet can help small business sell things across the oceans, across the nations. And I hope that we can serve 2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers.
2 billion consumers. We can help 10 million small business outside China. I think many years ago, I want to change the world. Now, I think if we want to change the world, we change ourselves. Change ourselves is more important and easier than change the world. And second is that I want to improve the world. Because it changed the world may be Obama's job. Because my job is to making sure that my team are happy. Because my team are happy, they can make my customer happy. If my customer, they are all small business. When they're happy, we are happy.
Pay attention to the kids' education. Machine is going to be smarter, but human beings are always wiser. So try to teach your kids to be more creative, to be more innovative, because only those people who are creative, innovative, then they can survive. And let our kids spending more time on doing e-commerce, because doing e-commerce is about respect the other culture. Doing e-commerce is about a communication. Spending more time on doing business online rather than only on chat box. One of the reasons why Alibaba succeed, because 10 years ago we focus on those young people who are 18 years old, 20 years old, because they are not successful. If we help them, spending time with them for 10 years, they will be successful. Many American senior people, they spend a lot of time on sending, receive emails. Young people using the WeChat and chat on the mobile phones. This is the generation change.
Be the different. Before 20 years old, be a good student. When you do entrepreneur, just learn some experience. Before 30 years old, follow somebody. Go to a small company. Normally in a big company, it is good to learn processing. You are a part of a big machine. But when you go to a small company, you learn the passion, you learn the dreams. You learn how to do a lot of things at one time. So before 30 years old, it's not which company you go, it's which boss you follow. It's very important. A good boss teaches you differently.
I believe we have $1 million, that's your money. We have $20 million. Instead of problem, what about inflation? When you have $1 billion, that's not your money. That's the trust society gives on you. They believe you can manage the money, use the money better than the government and the others. So I think today, I have the resources, do more things. With the money we have, with the influence we have, we should spend more time on the young people. And I would say, someday I'll go back to teach, go back to school, spend time with the young people and sharing with them what I done. So the money is not mine. I just happily and having these resources, then I want to do a better job.